Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101, and happy Monday. Today I'm going to be doing a little dupe video for you. I'm sure that at some point you guys have probably seen these little highlighters floating around. These are the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish 003 highlighters. If you guys haven't read my full in-depth blog post on these yet, I did full swatches. I did a full in-depth review on everything you were getting in both of those sets. And to sum it up, I did flat out say that the powder highlights are the star of that set. There's absolutely no doubt about it. I will say, it's still disappointing to me because this is the packaging that these little guys come in. It comes in basically the same packaging as e.l.f., which sucks because, let's be honest, e.l.f. is $3 and these highlighter sets retail for $72. What is life right now? And you only get 4 grams of highlight powder in these, which is tiny. Now, to be perfectly honest, despite the price, despite the amount you get, despite the crappy packaging, I love these highlights. They are unlike anything I have in my collection. The colors are so iridescent and gorgeous. I loved them. And I was out to find a dupe. There is no way that I could come on here and recommend a $72 4-gram cheapy compact highlighter for you guys. So lucky me, I did find a dupe and I am really excited. The brand Looxi Beauty has these gorgeous little guys, and these are pretty much exact dupes. If you're not familiar with the brand Looxi Beauty, they are an indie online only makeup brand. They do powder eyeshadows, they do powder highlights, they do a lot of really gorgeous stuff. And I have talked about them on my channel in the past. In fact, I did do a full 3 amazing makeup brands you've never heard of video, and Looxi Beauty was one of the 3 I talked about. Now, these 2 highlighters were specifically made to dupe the Pat McGrath highlighters. The compact of the Looxi Beauty products looks like this. Once again, stickers all around, but there is a mirror in here, which is really nice. And then the actual powder highlights do have this really cool embossing. I will be completely honest, the packaging of this product totally and completely stomps all over Pat McGrath and this. If you guys are familiar with the Pat McGrath Skin Fetishes, you know that they came in 2 different shades. There was a nude, which is more of a pink, and then there was a golden. Well, Looxi Beauty also released the nude and the golden versions. These are called Stripped and Stiletto. So let me just get into the fun stuff and show you guys exactly how close color-wise these dupes are. These are swatches of the nude or the pink highlighter. On the left, we have the Pat McGrath, and on the right, we have the Looxi Beauty in the shade Stripped. As you guys can see, these are pretty much identical. If anything, I will say the Looxi Beauty maybe has a little bit of a whiter base to it, whereas the Pat McGrath has essentially a very clear base. And here are swatches of the golden version of the highlighter. On the left, we have the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish, and on the right, we have the Looxi Beauty in the shade Stiletto. Now, these 2 colors are almost identical. The base on them is exact. The shimmer is pretty much exact. If I were to be a little critical, I will say that the Pat McGrath shimmer is a little bit more iridescent than the Looxi option, but this is something that you have to be swatching them right next to each other and being really critical. Texture-wise, I will say the Looxi Beauties are a little bit denser and richer and thicker in pigmentation, which ultimately just means you have to use less of the product to get the effect on the skin. Whereas the Pat McGrath is a little bit like thinner of a powder, so you can use pretty much any brush to apply these with. The Looxi Beauty highlighters, I would recommend using a little bit of a denser brush, only because it'll be easier to pick up those denser particles and really kind of blend them onto the face. I have the Looxi Beauty on one side and the Pat McGrath on the other. I'm wearing the golden and the stiletto, and I'm not even gonna tell you which one is which right now. You guys are going to have to guess. I use the exact same brush to apply both of the highlights, and you can see, I mean, they applied pretty much identically. Now, before I tell you guys which cheek is which, the best part about the Looxi Beauty options, these are so affordable. You can purchase all of the Looxi Beauty highlighters in the compact form, the way I have them, or you can also get them in a pro pan form, so you can just pop them into a Z palette. The compact holds 9 grams of product. Remember, these little guys only hold 4 grams. So the Looxi Beauty compact versions hold 9 grams of product. If you get them in the pro pans, they hold 6.5 grams of product, which is still more than these. The compacts retail for $15 and the pro pans retail for $7.50. Can I just say that Looxi Beauty is pulling through for us? They are pulling through for the people who want amazing highlighters but don't want to spend $72 on this thing. Thank you. The last thing I want to say about the Looxi Beauty highlighters is they are a little difficult to get your hands on. She sells out of them so quickly. So I would follow Looxi Beauty on Instagram. I'll go ahead and just put like their Instagram username in the description box for you guys. But I would follow her posts on Instagram because she puts up when she's going to restock, because these sell out really quickly. I mean, they're affordable, they're amazing. They are pretty much an exact dupe of a very luxury alternative. If you guys want to see more up close pictures and more still shots of these products swatched next to each other, I will go ahead and put my blog post link in the description box below for you. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come on here and rave about Looxi Beauty a little bit. And just to let you guys know, this is not sponsored and these were not sent to me. I purchased these just like you would, and I love them. Oh, and I totally forgot to tell you guys which is which on my face. So on this side, we have the Pat McGrath, and then on this side, we have the Looxi Beauty, and I think they look the same. Let me know what you guys think of these Pat McGrath products. I kind of feel like they're very overpriced. I don't know if it's just me. I will put my blog post where I reviewed these in the description box below. Check it out. Let me know if you guys have the same feelings, different feelings, what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video on Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye! You guys can probably tell the big trend with eyeshadow palettes are these kinds of reddish. The difference between Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop is pretty subtle. I think on a lighter